So introducing to the stage, we have Eris Eady. Where's Eris at?
Hey y'all, how's it going?
Great.
I am nervous. I just feel so rusty right now with poetry. The poem I'm gonna read is, I'm only gonna do one, and it is a difficult poem for me to read, but I believe that my art is also my healing, and so I am inviting you all to help me heal.
All right.
All right?
Go ahead.
There's 1,000 ways to begin this story. I walk by strangers and think, can they see I'm a victim? Can they see that part of my joy died in a Domino's pizza? I was out walking, fresh off the high of attending the European Poetry Slam Championship. I took advantage of a crisp December night. It felt like the Lower East Side, but calmer and cleaner. I felt 20-something again. Less than 12 hours left in a foreign land, I almost forgot that I was black and woman. The most visible form of invisibility, I was hungry, craving something close to Captain Tony's and a Calypso peach lemonade. I stroll into an American space, something similar to my home, something quick. I stand in line. I wait. I feel a pizza box ram into my chest. It doesn't budge. I am perplexed. I see eyes that color me confused. I don't move. He is white and short, wearing blue jeans and a black coat. He grabs my forearm hard. Don't you touch me. The only 4 words I can utter before feeling fist to face. I don't know how I ended up on the ground, face tender. It took 33 years for a man to punch me, to devalue my place in line. I simply wanted a slice, a bevy of carbs to wind me down to sleep. Now my body is pounding and shaking and hot and cold, and tears roll down my face as I FaceTime my husband, telling him his worst nightmare had been realized. His wife, far from arm's reach, had been violated, and he could not keep me. He stood in Cleveland, unable to coddle my frail shell. Before this moment, I thought the worst part of my trip was rescuing 2 items in blackface. I cried in an antique store after seeing a box of infant t-shirts labeled Petite Negro, priced at 70 euros, the logo a black baby being bitten by dogs. And at my interest, the sales clerk brings me a nutcracker in the shape of a bald black woman, shaped similar to me, body clad with a skirt that barely covered her backside. He yanked her legs open to show where the nuts would fit, and I wept for her. The price tag said 450 euros. She was literally made of ebony and ivory, and I could not leave her there, or those babies. I had the capacity to bring them home, to love them. He said the Nutcracker was inspired by either Josephine Baker or Dorothy Dandridge, this reminder to never see myself the way they see me. And here I am sitting on the floor of a Domino's pizza, ass frigid, stockings torn, body bruised, and bruises budding. I reassure my husband that I am safe and that I am okay. We both know I'm lying. I begin recording. The Domino's employees begin consoling. Madame, sit. Madame, drink. Madame, madame, madame. I say no 1,000 times and wish I knew wish I knew French so I could politely tell this nice ass bitch to back the fuck up. I don't want no drinks. I don't want to sit. I don't even know what happened after his fist hit my face. I tell the story to my phone. I tell what I remember, and then I turn the camera to the fuckboy who snatched my joy, because before this, I reminisced and understood why Black American writers came to Europe to write, to see home clearly. Now Europe had been made foggy, an opaque reminder that I am still black and woman as fuck. My assailant's excuse? He thought I was Muslim. To which I replied, it doesn't fucking matter what God I serve. We clearly can't serve the same God. I record, and they say, Madame, no, don't. To which I reply, I am from America. This is how I protect myself. I say my name. I say where I'm from. Imagine me being out here with no receipts. Who gonna believe this imperfect victim, this college student that ain't white or blind or skinny or young? Who gonna validate this truth if I don't?
Go ahead.
I asked my perpetrator, what kind of man would put his hands on a woman, and he proudly pointed to himself. He yells, the shortest Tower of Babel that I've ever seen. I speak in simple English. I say, you are nothing. You are dirt. You are less than dirt. You are shit. He yells, you African. You African.
That's right.
He continues to come for me. Had he not been held back, he might have continued to pummel. I sneer a smooth, fuck you, as he makes his final dash towards me. The police arrive seconds after I say it. He is combative with them as well. I probably could have been anyone in his way, and the outcome would have been the same, but I ain't anyone.
All right.
The police neutralize him. I watch his wife wail for her husband's safety, but not mine. As an officer held their knee on his face, another officer used his nightstick to secure his feet. I never knew that was the intended purpose. For once in my life, the police were there to rescue me. The memories flood back in. How I turned my back to everyone and reminded myself that I am strong and I can handle this. There was a black couple seemingly on a date with a front row view to what this man did to me, and they said nothing. Just stared like World Star had been a gift dropped in their lap. The police, unsurprised, said it happens all the time. We talk about basketball as I wait for X-rays at a hospital 4 minutes away. I search for anything that doesn't feel like the pain of being pummeled, even if that means talking about the Boston Celtics. They don't tell me to call the embassy. They don't remind me that there's someone advocating for my safety. They probably knew that girls like me ain't a priority on any soil. This story is only beginning. I am outside of my body, as fleeting as a ghost, as steady as an ancestor. My foundation may be stable, but my soul is shaking. Black girls stay reframing traumas as gifts, stay rationalizing terrors inflicted, wrapping them in scripture and jest, because I can only cry or laugh like, who eats at a Domino's pizza anyway?
All right.